What's up guys, it's your casual clone, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Archive Series Emperor Palpatine action figure. Here he is, looking very old and very wrinkly. He doesn't seem to come with a lightsaber, but he does come with a cane. But as far as I know, the figure itself is pretty much the exact same than the original release, just now as an archive release. You guys have the front of the box. It's the classic Archive Series box with Star Wars The Black Series at the top here, with the name of the figure on the right side of the packaging saying Emperor Palpatine, and then you have Archive on the left side of the box. And then on the back you have the picture of Emperor Palpatine. Here is the beautiful art. And then on the right side you have an actual picture of the original release that this figure is from. 2019 with the throne. That is when he first came out in that box, but I never got it, and the original one also had 2 extra heads, and he did come with a throne and a bunch of lightning effects, whereas the archive version only comes with a cane, which does suck a little bit that we don't get a lightning effect or a lightsaber, but he is an archive release, so I'm not too upset about it. I don't own an Emperor Palpatine, so I'm actually quite happy that I have one in my hand right now. That's pretty much all there is to the box. I forgot to show you guys the read up if you guys want to go ahead and read what is written on the box. Feel free to pause the video right now. Other than that, let's take him out of the box and take a closer look at Mr. Palpatine here. And here he is out of the box. He is definitely a older figure. You can tell they just basically reused the older mold, I believe. I can't say for sure because I don't own the original, but he does look really, really nice. He has a surprising amount of articulation, I must say, other than the fact that he looks really well done because of all the paint that went into the flesh parts of the figure. And if you guys never had the chance to pick up the Amazon exclusive version from 2019, this is your best bet. So let's take him from the turning table and take a closer look at Emperor Palpatine. Taking a closer look at the Emperor himself, there's definitely a whole lot of paint detail that went into his face and his hands. He's not just a simple flesh tone character, they actually gave him some weathering. Now, he has a hood that you can obviously pull back to reveal his beautiful hair. Now his hair has a slight wash to it, if you guys can tell. I'm not sure if you can, but there is a slight wash to his hair here, looking really nice. And of course you have this beautiful face sculpt which has so much paint detail in it. You can't even really see it all on camera, it doesn't do it justice, but there is a lot of different shades of gray and darker pinks and flesh tones that went into his face here. And the same goes with his hands as well. Now in terms of articulation, he has a good amount of articulation, but you can tell that it is an older body that they used. You can look up this far for his head, you can look down this far, but that's all the movement you get. There's no tilt, unfortunately. His ab crunch goes that far forward. He goes that far back, which is pretty good considering that he is a older body. He has some nice hula hoop action as well. His arms go out that far, which is slightly past 90. Surprisingly, he does have a double jointed elbow, which I was not expecting, especially because he's such a thin armed figure, but the double jointed elbow works really well actually. He can go very much past 90. That's a really nice surprise. I was not aware that he had a double jointed elbow. His left and right hand have a side to side hinge, so they are all the same. There's nothing else to that. He can kick up that far if you move back his skirt piece. He has a double jointed knee, which can go past 90. He has a double jointed knee which can kick back that far. He does not have a boot rotation. He can kick down this far, that far up, and he has a forward facing pin for rocker that allows for some nice ankle pivot. Now for soft goods, his hood has been sewn in a specific way where you cannot flatten out the hood any more than this. This is all you can get. And I'm assuming they did that to achieve this really nice arc piece here to pull off that specific look from the movies where he has it only covering eyes and nose, but it just shows his mouth. So I think that's what that was originally for. I think it works. It's definitely weird if you look at it from a different side, but it does work. All in all, I'd say he's definitely a nice figure to add to my collection, since I do not own the previous Emperor Palpatine. If you guys have the chance on picking up the older version, I definitely recommend that one more. I am quite upset that he doesn't come with any more accessories other than a cane. I wish he at least would have come with some lightning effects or an interchangeable head, but he does not, which is a bit of a bummer, especially because of the prices increasing and you don't get much. He's definitely nice. He's the best way to get Palpatine for a fairly cheap price at the moment, so I do highly recommend picking him up if you really want to have a Palpatine for a normal or fairly normal retail price. But this concludes the review of the Archive series Emperor Palpatine. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below and turn on that bell for post notifications to never miss out on any of my future reviews. And until then, auf Wiedersehen!